Hello guys, in this video I will be teaching you how to make these crochet flowers. They are called the puff flowers and we have in two types. We have the monochrome and then the polychrome. But in this video I'll be teaching you how to crochet the polychrome type of these flowers. For this project you'll be needing your yarns. Actually I am using leftover yarns because this project is tiny and requires little yarn for it. You also be needing your yarn guide. If you don't have one, you can do away with it. You'll be needing your scissors and then a hook. I am using a 2.5mm hook for this project because that's the size that's suitable for my type of yarn. And I'm using a regular yarn, by the way, so please check your type of yarn and do well to use a suitable hook size. You'll also be needing your darning needle because at the end of this project you'll have to sew in the ends of your yarns and make the flower knits. The reason I didn't do that for these particular flowers I had done initially is because I'm working on a large project and I actually need those ends to join them all together. So let's get right into the video. To start, you have to make a magic circle or a magic ring, and to do that you pick your two fingers like I have done in the video, wrap the yarn around and then make sure to form an X at the back of your fingers as seen in the video. Then watch the video closely. I really do not know how best to explain this to you in words, but please follow the video closely. And please, if you do have to reduce the speed of this video to pick what I have done, because this is a very delicate part of this flower, please do. After working your magic circle, you have to reduce the size a bit by just pulling the end of the yarn. Also, this is how to use the yarn guide. You just slip your yarn into it, and this makes work easier for you. It makes the yarn flow freely. So now we're going to work 12 single crochets into the magic circle. And to work a single crochet, this is what you do. You take your hook and put it right through the circle, pull the yarn through the circle, and then you have two loops on your hook. Yarn over and then pull through both loops. There you have your first single crochet. Repeat this process. Take the hook, put it right through the circle, pull the yarn through the circle, and then you have two loops. Yarn over, pull through both loops, and there is your second single crochet. So you have to repeat this 8 more times into that circle. Make 8 more single crochets into that circle, and please take note of those stitches at the back because you'll be working into them. Please make them visible enough for you to see as a beginner. So this is my last stitch that I am doing, my last single crochet stitch. As you can see, I am pulling the yarn end because I want my circle to be tighter and firmer because that's how it should be. Now, assuming you're going to continue working with this same color of yarn that you started with, you do not have to cut the yarn. You just have to continue by making a slip stitch into the first single crochet that we made, just like I am doing in this video. Make a slip stitch and just continue working. You can continue with the process that I'm going to show you afterwards with another color, but since you're not going to be working with this same color, what you have to do is you remove the yarn from the yarn guide if you're using any, then go into the first single crochet stitch you made with your hook. Then you take your yarn that you'll be using next, I mean the new color of yarn, pass it through your yarn guide if you're using any, and then take your hook, put it right under the new yarn color, and then pull it through the stitches you have on your hook. And that is a slip stitch. So if you notice that you have a very loose slip stitch, all you have to do is to secure it by pulling the brown yarn or any yarn color you used first, and then the other new color. Your next step is to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And for the next step, you have to work 3 stitches into that same single crochet stitch where you made your first slip stitch and where you chain 3. So to do that, you have to yarn over and then go into that stitch with your hook. Please note that you have to hide the ends of the new yarn you changed to while working. So you have to pass your hook under it and then pull up a loop through that stitch. Now yarn over and pull through 2 loops just like that. Then you do it again into that same stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop through the stitch, then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Then do it for the 3rd time into that same stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop through the stitch, yarn over and pull through 2 loops. You should have 4 loops on your hook when you're done with that first single crochet stitch. Now repeat the same process into the next single crochet stitch 3 times. When you're done with that, you should have 7 loops on your hook in total. Next, you yarn over and pull through all 7 loops at once. Then you chain 3, 2, 3. Now you slip stitch under the second single crochet stitch you just worked on. And I hope you know how to do a slip stitch. If you don't, please follow what I have done in the video. This right here is your first petal. So now you're going to repeat this whole process into all the remaining single crochet stitches. Chain 3 and then yarn over, go into the next stitch, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. So you just repeat it basically into the next 2 stitches and the next 2 stitches and the next 2 stitches till you have 6 petals. If you get confused at any point, you can rewind the video and then watch the walkthrough process of the first petal. Now I'm working on my last petal, which is the 6th petal, and I want to show you how to finish off this work. When you're done with yours, after chaining 3, you have to slip stitch right under the first petal. There's a stitch there that is open and visible enough, so you have to slip stitch right under it. That's the very first single crochet stitch we worked in, and then you slip stitch just like so. Now you chain 1 and then take your scissors, then cut your yarn end. You're done. Pull out that yarn after chaining 1 and then tighten it. Also, if you didn't cut your first yarn color, please do that. You see that middle part we worked on, the magic circle, it might have slacked off while working, so you have to pull it and make it tight and firm. I just cut off that yarn that we're hiding while working. Now you take your needle, your darning needle, and then put it right through your stitches on your magic circle. Insert the yarn you want to hide in the needle, then pass it through the stitches. Make sure they are of the same color. After doing that, cut the ends. This process is just to secure the ends of your yarn and to make your work neat. Next, you do the same thing for the cream colored yarn or any other color of yarn you worked with. In this case, I worked with cream color. So you put it through the needle and then work at the back of your flower. You work it through the stitches in the same color, that is in the same cream color, and then work it through all the stitches in a round. This is done to secure the yarn ends from pulling later on and to make your work neat. This is the last step of every crochet work. Now you cut the end and there you have your puff flower. If you found this video helpful, please drop a comment in the comment box and share to other people who might need to see this. Also, if there's anything you think I need to amend in my style of recording a video and teaching, please let me know in the comment box. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.